UK paternity leave is a motherfucker. And they've literally got photos of that image and that sign above their C-section scars. It's such an emotive and powerful image. Could you just explain how that came about?
So that's a campaign we partnered on with Pregnant and Screwed, which is a mum's campaign that campaigns against the discrimination that mothers face and trying to end the motherhood penalty. And we wanted to highlight through that obviously fathers lose out from paternity leave. There is the financial stress that we take on as a result of how poorly paid it is. There's the fact that it's much harder for us to be as present as we want to be, all stuff we can talk about. But mothers also really suffer from how bad our paternity leave. And that happens in two ways. There is that long-term impact that you're kind of alluding to there, Alice, which is our system sets it up so mothers are by default the primary caregiver and take on most of that burden. And it's far too difficult for men to take on the burden that our share that we increasingly want to take. And that is set up right from the beginning of our paternity leave, where if you have a system where you get 2 weeks as a father, but a year off as a mother, well, inevitably the mother is the one who spends most time looking after the child, forms a stronger bond with the child, knows all the kind of idiosyncrasies that come with each child. And then when you get to the end and you're like, right, how do we handle this going forward? Childcare's too expensive. We can't work flexibly. Someone's got to work part-time. It's always going to be the mother, right?
Always.
So that's the kind of long term. And that's why you see that the gender pay gap now is primarily driven by motherhood. It's like 75-80%. And it all starts with paternity leave. But there's also the real short-term problems, which is you are not getting enough support to recover physically and mentally from birth. Yeah. And so what this campaign did is we sent out to supporters these stickers that said UK paternity leave is a motherfucker. It was the idea of a very brilliant creative person called Gemma Phillips. And they stuck them on something that represented how paternity leave screwed them over after they gave birth. So for some people, that was the car that they weren't allowed to drive after their C-section because C-section recovery takes 6 weeks, but your partner's gone after 2. And you're told you may not be able to lift your baby, you may not be able to drive your car. Someone stuck it on a hairdryer because their C-section scar wasn't healing properly. And their GP said to them, look, you need to rest, but I know you can't. I've heard that some people dry their scars out with hairdryers. That might help you recover.
That was the craziest one for me. That one just completely gagged me because I thought, I just can't imagine how